Where did you develop the character, the voice? Or is it even a character? Or you just being you?
It's just being.
Because even
there's
now
a distinction. Because he says the D.E. That's all.
No, because you've seen glimpses of it talking to him. You see the laugh is there. It's him being him. Even the voice, he'll be talking regular, then he'll say, why ain't I see you around back when I was down? What's up, world? It's your boy, Big Court of the Holdin Court Podcast and Legacy Builder University. You already know what it is, man. Here for another one more again. Got my beautiful oldest daughter here.
It is my absolute pleasure.
Yes. Rachel Renee, you already know what it is. But real quick, I want to tell you guys, go to I'mBigCourt.com, tap in with my Legacy Builder University community. Go to school, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm acting like I ain't said this shit already. Tap in with my school community where, we talk about leveling you guys up, teaching you about how to monetize social media, business funding, mindset strategies, everything that you need to do to be successful, or just you want another stream of income. So tap in with I'mBigCourt.com. But without further ado, we have a very special guest today, and listen, shout out to producer Ken. Okay, he's here in spirit,
Uncle Ken.
And again, in the comments, they're definitely going to say, how many times Ken going to say he from Sac?
I'm Ken today.
Right, but we have a Sacktown legend. And by popular demand, listen, so the people asked for this. Now, I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan. But the people, y'all have asked for this. And I delivered. I delivered once again. We have the Sacramento legend, First Degree The D.E.
D.E. All praise due to the Fahrenheit schlag.
The big black bat.
It is the schlangs that brings us here together.
Yes.
All praise due to the Fahrenheit schlang. It is the schlangs that brings us purpose. Look, Mama, I made it. Holdin Court. It's all good now. Thank you, Court, for this, man.
Yes, for sure, man. Listen, I had to have you on the show. Again, it's an honor to have you on the show. I'm a huge fan. We met years ago.
We did.
Years ago, we did a show in Springfield, Missouri.
We did. One of the worst shows I had to do because they flew me in. Back in the day, I would just fly in on the voice of the phone.
Yep.
And they made me host it, and there was too many acts.
Yep.
And they was blaming the D.E.
Yeah.
By the time it was time for me to go on, they were blaming me, and they're like, "Oh, this dude." Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, all y'all." But shouts out to the people of Springfield.
Yeah. Nah, I appreciate that, and that was an honor even 20 plus years ago. This was 20 plus years ago, bro. Damn. You know what I mean?
And here you are.
We come a long way. Here we are, full circle. So, man, I want to start from the beginning a little bit because I always, you watch the platform. So I always like to give the backstories for people that, thank you, I appreciate that, for people who may or may not know. But they may know you and just don't know the backstory because you are somewhat of an enigma, we hear the voice, we see the music, but, you're kind of elusive a little bit, So, where were you born and raised?
I was born in Memphis, but moved to Sac when I was 2, South Sac. Went to Kennedy and Christian Brothers. Started tutoring the Crips at a high school. That's how I met Lynch. I was working, and some of my students said, "Lynch and Doc are filming a video around the corner." So I could either stay at work, but when I went ahead and when I'm going to introduce myself, Lynch was cool. I said, introduced myself to Doc. I said, "Hey, Doc, nice to meet you." We all knew of each other. But Doc said, "Doc, I like your album." It was a set ripping. They're doing
set tripping block style,
they're
classic
doing the
album.
Video for that.
Classic album.
So I said, "I like your music, Doc." He said, "Oh, you like that?" So it was funny to me.
Yeah. So, but let me ask you this, because you have a very, eclectic style of music. Like, what were your influences growing up musically?
E40, that's my idol, man. You go to his shows and the people, he's a symbol of fun. Just doing music where you just do it, where you just do what you suppose. You know, earlier you were saying like the Sac sound, and I fit in the Sac umbrella, but you know, I just got my own niche. So, Rakim, Professor X of the X Clan.
Oh, X Clan was dope. Yeah.
Sissy.
Yeah, Sissies. Yeah.
Well,
that was
still
the
listen
shit.
to that.
Yeah.
They don't do that no more.
X Clan was super dope.
Man.
And I don't know if it was the production, because they were very militant and positive, but the production behind them, like the music was cracking.
Just the movement.
Yeah.
Having movements behind it, you know. We're in a movement now.
Yeah.
You know, the Fahrenheit Schlangs is a search for the truth. Okay, so we're moving forward.
Yeah. So but I'm trying to figure out the inspiration for developing DE, because it's only one of you.
Yes.
No one talks like you. No one raps like you. No one has the voice. No one, you create your own, which I could see the inspiration from 40. You create your own verbiage and slang, you know. I mean, what kind of kid were you? What were you watching?
The picture you have is probably correct. But sometimes you just got to do your own thing. you know? And not overcomplicate it. You know, sometimes I listen to the old music, and now I was doing what I thought I was supposed to be doing. But by the time Planet Zero, I was just like, I'm tired. I'm tired.
Yeah.
So I just started making music like I thought it should be made.
Yeah. What part of Sac you from?
South
Sac.
South Sac.
So how did you escape, or you made a conscious choice not to partake in the gang shit?
Well, you know, I had a good family and good parents, and so I was more going into the gang shit. So like I was saying, I tutored a long time, 29th Street. That's how I came up. But like my rap beginnings was Meadowview, the Bloods, and we was all doing it. So that's like my rap beginning. So I've always been kind of like, that's why I had to do that Bloods and Crips album. That's an album we did, because I was like on both sides. So it's really contributing to like my foundation to that culture. Like, you know, I always been a teacher for 18 years, and I teach in the hood, and just bringing in, trying to bring it to people.
And you teach math? You tutor?
Math cards. No, I'm a math teacher, middle school.
Wow.
7.
Oh, that's dope.
8.
That's dope. So naturally, I'm assuming you're good at math.
Oh, so it's everywhere. Math is everywhere.
Yeah. Man, math lost me, bro. I was good at my times tables, right? And division, right? But when they started putting letters with numbers.
Tell me the balance.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've developed an aversion. Algebra, I never understood the reason for it. I used to be in school, I think they introduced it in middle school. I would literally be just pissed off.
You don't like the Pythagorean thing?
No, because I'm thinking...
But hold on,
because I'm thinking to myself, where in my fucking life am I going to use this and need to know what 2A, you know...
Plus 3B.
Bam, let me interject
3B.
right there.
Please, no, please.
Off camera, before we started the whoop-de-whoop and the whoop-de-whoop, you had told me all kind of stories about traveling, all kind of whoop-de-whoop, doing all kind of math on the whoop-de-whoop.
That's basic math.
Is it though?
But 2x times
Well, hold on.
3y.
But this is an angle. Even the lighting, that's a boom, boom, boom angle.
Okay, yeah, it's
That's
very
Rachel
obtuse.
Tell.
It's an
Really?
obtuse
It's
angle with
geometry,
the
you know?
with the
But you were
congruent
talking
linear.
all kind of math for like 30 minutes. And it was good math, real math. And then you say, when are you going to use this? We are holding court. You've been using
That was
it.
multiplication. You know what I mean? That was
It was
multiplication.
more
But
than that, man. It's like being able to project, you know? And it's ratios, and it's percentages, money, and time. Chances, probability.
probability, yeah. Now that I was very good at.
You were
probability.
very specific.
Yes,
you
probability.
are a master of
I
probability.
live my fucking life in probability. You're
So in
correct.
essence, you are a master of mathematicals yourself. Just
Okay.
your own niche.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. It's everywhere. Everybody got to use it.
That
It's
makes
like
sense.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Wait, do your students know that you're first degree the D.E?
I was able to keep it a secret for a long time before the internet. So like the Lynch stuff,
Yeah.
it was like two different worlds. But just this internet, Twittergrams and the Insta chats. So now it's
The
like
Googles.
So hold on. So you're on Lynch's albums, and two, which I know went at least gold, right? And you're able to still maintain a level of anonymity within Sacramento, and they're not putting two and two together?
I actually have probably about 40,000 students in Sacramento from teaching, and I've taught probably about 80 schools. Like I was a sub for 6 years. So I'm actually more, if I were to walk in somewhere and I knew who I was, chances are I was as a teacher
Yes.
rather than so it's a mixed bag. It's like different,
Yeah.
But I do
find
try.
that-
I don't like go in the classroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't go in the booth.
Yeah. Yeah,
talking about
right.
math. But
Right.
I mean, I guess it's all just making the world a better place.
Let me ask you, have you ever like been in class or in a school and then they're talking about the music or listening to the music and you just like,
Right.
oh, you like that, huh? You don't say.
But not really.
Okay.
Not really, because I'm the meanest teacher that they'll have. So I'm mean and nice, but you got to see the mean. You got to get through the mean.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to really invest in them and make their lives better through math.
So that's a calling, right? So, I mean, where did that come about that you said, you know what, I'm passionate about this? This is because everybody just can't be a teacher, not good ones,
Well, like I was out, I was tutoring when I started rapping. So they've both been simultaneous the whole time. But it's just about making the world a better place, using it as a tool, as a tool to build decision makers, and logical thinkers.
Is that how you were reared in your household, where
Yeah.
you came up under structure and education?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is somebody in the military in your?
No, they're principals, was a dean. And
Okay.
I'm actually the black sheep.
Okay, really?
I said that on camera, but they ended up supporting me. It's all good. I have
Okay.
a very supportive family. And so that's why I felt like I needed to take it to the streets.
Yeah.
So that's been my whole life.
What did
Even
they say when they first heard you? Or
Who?
your family, when they first heard your music?
It was a little bumpy at first. We set up a little home studio, and sometimes
Okay.
we was doing too much.
Oh, really?
But now, I haven't said bad words in my raps for like 15, 16 years. So
Really?
actually, we just made a song. I had my mom on that. That's
Oh,
gonna
that's
be on
dope.
my next album. So.
Okay, that's dope.
And my dad and my home.
Oh, nice. So both of your parents still living. Oh, that's a blessing. God bless them. Yeah. So the first time I heard you was on Young Joker. Gold shoes.
Yes.
Serving niggas the blues sideways on them
That
gold
was the
shoes.
beginning.
Yeah.
Death Trap Records.
Yeah.
Dalvin
How did that
Pippen.
come about?
Funk Beta made beats for Death Trap, and he brought BG, Dalvin Pipkins, me, Young Joker, and we just used to meet in Dalvin's garage, and it was just organic. It's just natural. BG came out with his album, Young Joker to me, and it was just like back in the day, music was like collaborative.
Yeah.
So even like the early Lynch music and Beta would go in there, and I go in there and Lynch do the strings, and we do, so it's just like a lot more collaborative back then, where you were in the same space talking. Again, the internets and and now it's like you send a song.
Yeah.
It's just not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. Yeah, you don't connect the same because it's not right there. The creative process is kind of like you go off into your world, I get it secondhand, and then I create my world, and hopefully our worlds, mesh.
Rather than just coming together and have it bounce off.
Right. So you meeting, if you met Lynch around Mr. Doctor's Set Trip and Block Style, then 24 Deep had been out already.
Yeah, and Season.
And Season.
And then I didn't come around till they were looking for a new sound, and Beta was with them. Beta gave me a call. Just
Were you a fan of Lynch before
Yeah.
that? Okay.
that whole thing. Black Market.
Yeah.
I just said, because Dalvin and Sid were close, so I used to go in the black market as a teenager, learn.
Yeah. Why you never signed with Black Market?
Sid was too busy for the D.E. I think it's also just like the sound. No one wants to sign the D.E. because it's just the sound. It's just
okay.
Like the Fahrenheit record is just me. About 700 songs, 65 albums, including like but no one's ever wanted to.
Really?
They're just too.
It's too
they
left.
Want
They
this
didn't
where
see.
they can boom and they can.
But I mean, but he signed Brotha Lynch Hung.
He did.
You know what I mean? I get it. Lynch is this left, and you're this left. I mean, it's still left. You
Well,
know
the
what I
only
mean?
label I was with Dalvin, and he had went to jail, and he was putting out Planet Zero. So I had a lot of visits and contracts, and that's how Fahrenheit started. So I just had to.
So you had a partner in Fahrenheit.
Yeah, Dalvin was putting out Planet Zero first, and then so I was forced, but it was just like a blessing in disguise.
Okay.
But I think it was just meant to be. It was just the slangs and the.
So what was your first song that you did with Lynch? Is it Situations on Season?
The
not
first
Season.
song, I think
Loaded.
that was definitely gonna be on his album. I took his thing. He used to call it his brain. It was like one of those voice recordings.
Yep.
And I just went on a walk and just talked.
Yeah.
And then that's the intro to Loaded.
Okay. What was the intro again? How did it go?
So let's say, malt liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sick made house.
Yeah. Right.
So
right.
that was actually the first one. But then Seconds Away and
But you and Ice-T.
yeah.
And
the one with 40.
Yeah, Situations.
That's the first time.
Situation. Seems I'm in a situation.
That's the first time I met 40. I'm still waiting on a call from 40.
Yeah. He might call you after this.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, man, Strange, you had X-Ray, shout outs to X-Rated. The whole Strange Sacramento thing.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
the public can thank the D.E. for that, okay? Because when Lynch and Strange were talking, I got Lynch in the car and I drove him 27 hours to Kansas City. And that's when we signed the contract, made that first album. I drove 27 hours back.
So you were the one that drove him
Literally.
with his dogs. Were you the one who was at the trip with the dogs?
Yes.
Because I had Dave Weiner on the show, and he was talking about how difficult it was to get.
And he should have brought me up.
Yeah, he didn't say the name.
Well,
were you the one that were babysitting his dogs in the hotel?
Oh no, we were in the. I think they were on their own.
Okay.
But so I'm still waiting on a call from Strange too.
Okay. So you hooked him up with Travis. What was your connection with Strange?
No, Dave was doing that.
Dave.
But I literally said, "We got to do this. Get in this car.
Yeah.
Let's go. I will drive 27 hours straight."
Let me ask you this: what is it like on
Tough.
a 27-hour road trip with Brotha Lynch Hung?
When you got the town on your back, because I knew what they was doing, and I knew with the two united what it could be in the projectile and math. I was, it's just I had the town on my back.
Yeah.
So it's just that was my motivation.
But paint this picture for
It sounds like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Right,
We got
right.
First Degree The
Right.
D.E.
This is
and
what
Brotha
I'm
Lynch
saying.
in
That's
the
what I'm
car.
saying. You have
27
Brotha Lynch
hours. Like,
Hung
what is-
and First Degree The
the
D.E.
dog.
in a car. What the hell are y'all talking about? Like,
Oh,
what
it was
is
a
that?
bunch of us.
Oh, okay. Okay.
These buffs. I think we were practicing, and but just we always it's just whatever.
So when you're watching Lynch do his thing, Lynch is at that time one of the biggest Sacramento artists, next to Sibo and a couple others, but commercially or record sales wise.
Definitely. I remember getting a printout of the sound scan of Loaded.
Shout out to SoundScan every Tuesday.
Thumbtacked it right on my
Yes.
wall, so like when I wake up, it was the first thing I saw.
Yeah.
It's Kansas City, 12,000. Seattle,
That's right.
It would be the first thing I saw.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was motivating. It got out there.
Yeah. Did you ever tour with Lynch with that?
I did shows for Lynch. My biggest show my biggest show I ever did was in Santa Cruz, and I brought him out there. But man, I toured with Mac Dre, Andre Nickatina. Mac Dre was the homie. Nick Peace, Quito, Smooth. I did most of my shows with Nickatina.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Andre Nickatina. So many people tell me, get Andre Nickatina on the show.
King of the filthy mall. That's the man right there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask a question from a fan standpoint. When you did Situation, was that was on Loaded? No, I'm thinking that was on the About It soundtrack. Situation.
It was on Loaded, yeah.
Yeah, it was on Loaded. Where do you bring your personal experiences into your lyrics? Cause do you have like a bitter baby mama or something? Or you like, cause it's always this bitch you're talking about. It's always some bitch that you're talking about. Like that bitch.
Yes.
Bitch, get up and raise your daughter. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, damn, that nigga must be having bitch problems because he always talking about some bitch putting him through something.
Truthfully, the D.E. catalog is a diary of my life. And the new album, Trigger and the Wheel of Fortune, is the first time where I'm just going outside of myself and I'm putting myself in a 25-year-old R&B star. But the rest is just, So anything, when the public hears it, it's like, but when I hear it, it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's almost like maybe 1 or 2 out of 5 songs of you. It's an issue with a bit. Like you going in on some chick, you know.
Yo, I'm at peace now.
Oh.
He said,
So let me ask you. So how does D.E. deal with the toxic relationship?
Ooh. Man, I don't know.
I know, we heard it.
We heard.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, don't be my pleasure.
Yes.
I guess
Bitch.
in the booth.
Yeah. Would you
But I
say that
guess
motherfucker first degree keep a leash on his dick?
Yeah, I guess everybody got their own, but I guess.
But hold on, he's Jekyll and Hyde. That's what's so funny. Like listening to you, as a kid, listening to you, I'm like, man, he's so funny and so articulate, but he's serious. This is like if the Joker was a rapper.
That is
Literally.
the ultimate compliment right there.
Seriously. You're like if the Joker were a rapper. I love it.
That is the absolute.
Do you identify with that? You feel like that's
The
a...
Joker movie came out on my birthday. So I knew it was going to be good, and it was excellent.
Yes.
I ain't seeing that new one, man.
Uh-huh.
What'd they do to my Joker?
So
I identify with the Joker.
how did you... So I think, and my apologies if I'm being redundant, but I have to know.
Please, yes.
Where did you develop the character, the voice? Or is it even a character? Or you just being you?
It's just being...
But even
there's
a distinction. Because he says the D.E. That's all.
No, because you've seen glimpses of it talking to him. You see the laugh is there. It's him being him. Even the voice, he'll be talking regular, then he'll say the slang. Like you go in and out of it. So I don't think it's a character. I think so. I guess I'm on my own discovery path.
Yeah.
So D.E., this is just you. You're not even in character.
Good for me. I need this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you know more than I do about all this.
I know it's almost like therapy. Like
seriously,
peel it back to layers. So you're not in character. It's just you. Even when I watch your content, right? When I watch your videos and your content, it's just like you just literally just whatever comes, whatever you feel, you laugh in the camera, like, and then you go to talking regular. Okay. Yes, are you having fun? Then you go back in.
Wait, you know who he reminds me of too? Remember the Van Helsing movie that you liked? I'm at war with the world.
Yeah.
That's a nice compliment.
Seriously, yes.
Okay.
So I'm just, as a fan, just peeling back the layers to see what makes you tick. Like, I'm always fascinated with things and people that can do things that I can't do. So like, car mechanics fascinate me because I'm looking at this shit like, damn, you know what the fuck going on with this? This shit look like Chinese arithmetic. I don't know what this is.
Your daughter was playing the piano. I was like, dang, 2 hands.
Right. And 10 fingers.
Yes.
Doing different things and
10
shit.
fingers. That's exactly what I said. All the fingers.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's smart to surround yourself with people who have different skill sets and then just collaborating. Juntos.
And you go in and out. That's what I love.
Okay.
It's like you don't know when you're good, but he's right here. It's
Yeah.
like you got the angel and the devil right here on the shoulders, and you like, listen, I'm talking to either, whatever.
Well, they're both, they talk.
Yeah.
They talk.
Oh, they do talk?
Yeah, they talk.
Yeah.
They
I'm
talk
curious,
behind my back.
when they talk, what do they say?
They
What are
tell
the
me-
conversations?
They tell me what to do.
Really? So what does the devil usually tell you to do?
Power.
The angel.
And the angel make the world a better place. So the argument is, can you rise to power and make the world a better place? That's the D.E.
Can they coexist?
That's the quandary.
You think power corrupts?
So I met Trump. And I just went to one of his, and then when I met her, he's just a person. I was like, this is the most powerful, it's just a person. And then I was thinking, is it the power? So maybe power as far as in the eyes of the beholder too. You know, sometimes like, I want to be the they. When they say, they always, well, maybe I could be the they. So, and if I had power, I would not be corrupt.
Got you. So as I'm going through your catalog in my head, right? So on the big black bat,
Yes.
you had the song Watching My Life.
Yes.
Yeah. And as I said before, to me, you know, it's a bit self-loathing, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because you said, you know, watching my life with a motherfucking grudge. And you said, you know, with my hands in my face in my hands, you know, what was the motivation for that song? Like, what's the interpretation of that?
I remember I made that song when I was touring. So like the Mac Dre and Nickatina. So that's why I'm talking about cities. But sometimes it's lonely, you know? Sometimes touring is lonely and you self-loathe. So maybe it's a little... Maybe, but I do, that's one of my
So
favorites.
mischievous. You got this. I feel it's always that, but you don't know, but you never know. But wait, there's more.
But maybe you do know.
Maybe you do.
Okay.
So there are some things I wanted to mention. That you mentioned the history of Sacramento Rap.
Oh, no, I'm gonna get to it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I got
Okay,
you.
let me just,
I got you.
I'm not used to this.
Yeah, no, I got you. I got you, brother.
Okay.
I got you.
I'm gonna just kick back.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So,
We're fanning right now a little bit.
Yeah. And,
This is fun to me.
And the good thing about it is because we are fans, you got to understand the fans are going to appreciate this because these are the questions they want to know too. They don't have access to you like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not social.
Yeah.
I'm very antisocial. I like to go listen to the universe and hear what's going on, and then go in a cave and build something, and then come out of the cave and
Feel that
make,
so
hey,
much.
be better, and then
Yeah.
bye.
Bye. Exactly. Let me go. Thank
So
you.
no, I don't. The video interview, this whole thing.
Yeah. I appreciate you. I know you're doing it for me. Yeah, I appreciate you.
Flew out to LA.
Flew out
just
here.
got here.
Just got here. Literally got off the flight
Just
and
got
came
off
right
the
here.
flight.
Yeah.
There's
No.
only one person who put me out here, so I appreciate. Because it's like you live your life and you do all this stuff and you just hope. People like me who are like antisocial, you just hope one of those people, and it was you.
Yeah.
You got adopted by an extrovert.
was
That's
me.
what happens to me. I get adopted by
Yeah.
an
You're
extrovert.
social and happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I need somebody social and happy and flow up. And you're social and happy, so I appreciate this.
Yeah.
opportunity.
No, definitely.
I
And
do
you-
have a question though,
Yes.
just before I know you're about to segue, but when you, like, what am I trying to say? With the DE, was the DE always there? Like, when did you meet the DE?
That's a good question. Because my first album
Even before the album. When did you meet the D? When did you like, hold up, I'm something else here?
High school, maybe, rapping at rallies and putting together little high school tapes. But you're talking about the D.
The D.
So I think the D is just me. I'm trying to think of something clever. Yeah, but it's just about just making music like I both think it should be made.
Okay. Yeah. So the DE may not necessarily be a alter ego, because I always say, like with me, there's Courtney. Then there's Court Dog.
There's Big Court.
Then there's Big Court. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Courtney is I'm the introvert. I'm the only child that don't want no attention, want to be, like you said, left alone and off to my own little world. Court Dog don't give a fuck. Court Dog protects Courtney and Big Court. Court Dog gonna crash out. He don't, when in Court Dog.
That's who I met first.
That's who you met. That's who you met. And even my wife will tell me at times, she'll kind of look, Court Dog. Tell Court Dog to go sit down. Tell Court Dog to go sit down. Okay. You know what I mean? And that's usually when the eyebrow goes up. You know what I mean? And my body language starts changing. You know what I mean? But then Big Court is who I've come to be at this age, at this stage in my life, the more polished, mature, person. So is that similar, like with you? Like it's first degree? Because then I don't think it was always first degree the D.E., was it? It was first degree.
No, it was.
It was? Okay.
But are they three different people, like you're saying? That's a good question. But yeah, they are like the teacher and the person and the rapper. They're different. But, they're kind of the same.
Okay. Yeah. So Planet Zero. Where is Planet Zero? What does that mean?
Just everything you've been saying. We were making the album back on, like what I was saying, I'll do the drums and Lynch would do the duh, Beta do the duh. And it was just, I can't say this is from Earth. I can't brand this of Earth. So I think that's how that came along.
Okay. So the song Time. You can't fuck with my time.
Madonna Celia Soup Bone.
Yeah. So again, my interpretation of that is you're talking about the same bitch.
No.
You know what I mean? The same young lady that was perturbing you. You know what I mean? Because it was like, you can't fuck with my time.
Yeah.
See? You see? I really listen. I really listen. You know what I mean? Because when I'm hearing it, I'm like, damn. I'm thinking to myself, damn, he's still with her? He's still with her? I'm looking for the breakup song.
You can control your bitch?
Yeah, right.
I ain't gonna mention no names, but somehow some fans found out who I was talking about.
Oh, did they?
And when I started getting controversial, talking about racial topics and stuff. And then people wanted to bring me down. They would say, that's why such and such. I would get emails all the time. That's why she don't do. And say her name. People is crazy.
They are.
People is crazy.
So why was there no breakup song? Because are you a little bit toxic? Because it was like you was entertaining this shit. You know what I mean? Y'all was toxic together.
Answer. Maybe I'm the toxicity.
Yeah, right.
Because I didn't have an answer for those. But we were never together. And that's that.
And how is she now?
Oh, Lord Jesus, this is taking a horrible turn.
She's still with us, though, right?
I don't know. I'm living my life, man.
You didn't eat her, did you?
Oh, no.
Okay.
She's Planet Zero.
Don't be my pleasure.
No, it's funny you mention that because people used to ask me about Lynch all the time.
If he really eat people?
If he really eats people. So I'm going to get on here. No, he doesn't eat babies. That is for the people.
So how did you come up with I had to go to your track listing because I know the songs, but the titles. And this is for the fans, too. So Blackula.
That was another one where Lynch did the drums. I think I did the bass line, or Beta did the bass line, I did the strings. Then Beta came back in, and it's just magic, you know?
But what made you come up with that? Like who? Because I'm trying to figure these niggas, right, sitting around, and especially because the song is so dark, you know, it's got a very unorthodox beat to it, you know, but typical for y'all's, you know, realm. Says, I'm gonna be Blackula. I'm gonna be Blackula. I'm gonna call myself Blackula. Like you feel me? Like take me through that process of
You know
why
me
that's
better
okay.
than I know myself. Man. I'm learning. I'm listening. Like that's why.
Yeah,
I
why
did
that's
that.
okay. I'm just gonna Blackula.
That's why I did that.
Yeah.
Okay. Just the funk. You know, just Blackula. And then I had an album called Blackula, The Dark Demented Genius. It's just being dark, but being like real, like you're saying, throwing in some comedy.
Right.
But you know, some people relate to. And
Yeah. Okay. Because the subject, the song is dope, right? But the title and then what the lyrics is a little bit ambiguous. You really can't follow, but it's dope shit though. You know what I mean?
a lot of mine will be ambiguous because it's like I'm making a diary, but I can't get too specific.
That's
So
what
a
it
lot
sounds
of
like.
DE music is just like touching on things and making.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? Like listening to him as an adult now, I don't know if you attempted or if it's just the way that it was, but it sounds almost like dark side esoteric a little bit. Like literally, like that's why I think Planet Zero is so interesting. It's like literally you're ushering in this dark side into this realm through creativity and you know. What we call madness and insanity, but it's genius.
Okay,
so
thank you.
that's how I take it.
Thank you.
See, I raised her on.
Yeah.
You did well. You did good.
Yeah.
You did good.
You said you did good. That's the DE right there.
Right,
So I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm slipping in and out.
Yeah. So but another thing that I think that two things I don't think that maybe the fans recognize. For one, you're a producer too.
Yes.
You're a hell of a producer, very creative producer, and very passionate about that as well. And then you're a pretty good singer.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. When did you notice that you could sing?
Choirs. I was in choirs.
Oh, okay.
A band and marching band, bands, play the clarinet.
Oh, wow.
So, but,
Can you read music?
Yeah, for the clarinet.
Okay.
But no, that's how I heard you guys. I was
Okay.
we're repeating music because it's like how you know. And what was the first question? It was something I had a good answer to.
Being a producer.
Oh, I was gonna say that's my favorite part of making music is making beats. Making the beat, starting from scratch, making a beat. That's just for the joy of it. Not begging nobody to listen to nothing. Just making beats. And then the beat will tell me, the universe will tell me what to. And then
Okay. So, coming off of Planet Zero, right?
Yes.
So that was independent. Did you do pretty well with that? Independent?
Oh, back in the out the trunk.
Yeah,
It
Out
did
the Trunk.
surprisingly well. I remember Walter City Hall. We
Shout out
sent
to
out
City
the
Hall.
first one and
Yeah.
it was just gone. And then it was hard to get his attention before that, but I remember he invited me up and was like, let's have a talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, it did very well at the beginning.
Yeah.
But it, it's still,
Then you came out after that. It was, I think, before the Big Black Bag.
Damn that D.E.
Damn that D.E. Yeah.
Don't be my pleasure.
Yeah.
Don't be my
You know what I'm
pleasure.
saying? People hear that song, they think I'm a monster. I'm not a monster.
What was
Just a
it?
man.
What was that in? What inspired "Don't Be My Pleasure"?
I wrote the end first.
Oh, okay.
That was first. So I just wanted like a little monologue. And then I made that.
Yeah.
And then I made the rest of the song for that.
Wow.
But,
Okay.
it's just, I remember when I played it for Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The end of
like
it is
that.
hilarious.
Yeah.
You say, then I pulled my 9mm and provided him with 6 slugs from my own. Yeah, so my own slugs. Then you go back in. Obviously, officer, case of self-defense.
Right.
There's that back and forth.
It's that back and
See, I
forth.
never noticed it.
That was a dope ass song, though.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Man.
So you just but that ending still revolved around some toxic lady. It did. It revolved around a toxic chick, you know.
I'm misunderstood.
Okay.
I've always had enemies.
Okay.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
what it sounded like is said toxic chick got you in some shit with some dude. You know what I mean?
He's like, please.
The whole song was like a domestic situation. It was a domestic situation.
Okay.
That was my interpretation of it.
He's alchemizing his situations, okay? He's transmuting his toxic situations into art, okay?
What
Yeah.
she said.
I understand.
Yes. That's the big brain way to put it.
Right, I got you.
That's just therapeutic. Sometimes the booth is therapeutic.
Yeah. And then you did it was the compilation of FU, right?
Yes. We've done 5 of them.
Yes, yeah. So you put out a lot of records independently, and this is before social media. This is before streaming, you know.
Before the streaming.
Yeah, so, I mean, you obviously had to be making some money because CDs cost, manufacturing costs. So you were actually running a viable business with Fahrenheit Records.
Yeah, and a radio station, a site, sacrap.com, sacramentorap.com. But it's just math, you know, just have to make the numbers crunch. Just got a lot of jobs, so you just probably got like 4 or 5 jobs, so you just gotta balance on them.
So let me ask you this. You and Lynch,
Yes.
y'all do these records, these memorable records. You, Ice-T, Lynch on Loaded, you, 40, Lynch, and what was the cat's name? Pino's at my door, 2 in the front, 4 to the back. Was that P Folk?
Oh yeah.
Was it P Folks? Rest in peace to P Folks. But it was another cat. I can't remember his name right now. So you have these memorable verses, you know, and appearances and choruses. Then at some point, there's something with you and Lynch.
So it started with, like I said, we're brothers, and there's business, and sometimes business and brothers don't hit. So it started with some of them strange agreements, you know. It started with, and just on his part some things, on my part some things, things that we agreed on and misunderstood on, and we had a riff, and then we came back together. But I think more recently, the whole history of Sac, that caused a lot of problems with a lot of people. Because I put the word out I was doing that, and everybody expected the X, Y, and Z. And I even expected the X, Y, and Z. But when I started digging in research, there was an A, B, and C, F, D, A, so there was all this stuff. So I think that when he saw it, he expected, but I had to, and so that caused another one.
Wow.
So it's just expectations, business, and being too close. But it's all good. It's coming. We're gonna pull it together. Brother's gonna work it out.
I'm curious because I watched it. I watched the documentary, and it was good. It was good. So I'm curious. What did he take umbrage with? What was his issue?
Him and a lot of people thought I was starting like with our era. I don't know. I haven't sat down. But this is my impression of hearing this. You know, they wanted us. You know what the fans wanted.
Yeah.
They wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I had to.
Yeah.
And so I just gave a lot of attention where people didn't expect it to go.
Right.
And there was a lot of people that wanted.
I could. You know what? As a fan, I could see that.
The fans too.
I could see that. Yeah.
But I had to. You know, we could do a part 2. But you can't.
That's what I was about to say. You can't squeeze all of that history into an hour and a half. It would have to be in parts because you have to give just due to the guys that came before them, which a lot of time was spent on that, you know, building up to, you know. So I could see that, because when I got into it, I thought that I was going to see a lot of course, Lynch and Bo and Rated and, and Homicide and, but like you said, there was precursors even to that, that you had to give.
Had to give. And
pay,
we could do
pay
a part
homage to.
two. And
Yeah.
I'll do this. It's going to be,
Yeah.
We actually, shout out to Emo, working on that.
Yeah.
Collaborating on it. We're going to do a part two.
Yeah.
I brought you a book. Dang it, I forgot to have it right here with me. But I brought you guys a book, the book, because the documentary is actually just about 25% of the book.
We'll flash it on the screen. Okay. So I hear that. So you guys, y'all have your little riff, but you took it a step further. Then you dissed Lynch. It was a couple times, right? A couple records that you did. So why did you feel the need to express yourself like that? Was it
Lynch, it was a friendly ribbing.
Yeah, right.
D.
Yeah.
But brothers gonna work it out. I mean, it's just, being close.
Yeah. Was that you just having fun with him? Like, oh, that's big bro.
Because we've talked since then. It's just,
Yeah. What did
like
he?
a roast.
Yeah. Right. What was his response to that? Like, did he say, D.E., you didn't have to make the record about me, nigga? Like,
no.
Y'all didn't talk about it?
We just moved on.
Okay. Yeah. Did he ever do anything, send any shots your way, lyrically?
I don't know.
You don't, or you just don't want to say?
Some sub. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you went direct. I remember it.
It was,
Yeah.
it was a ribbing.
Yeah. A ribbing. A ribbing.
But we love each other, so we could rib.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Listen, I've had Bone Thugs and Harmony on here, man. I've had
SSC.
brothers. We had South Central Cartel. I just had Havoc, the mouthpiece from South Central Cartel. Listen, we know how it go, and it's funny because I almost feel like, in a weird way, when our platform helps people work through those things.
This
what I mean?
Help. Yeah.
Yeah, because
we haven't.
Yeah, because I don't pour gasoline on there. I actually try to make a safe place where we can peel the layers back.
Yeah.
And usually the other person will be like, oh, I didn't know, or I didn't see it like that,
Yeah.
And they'll usually reach out to me or that person and say, hey, man, I saw what you said. I didn't, that's not what my interpretation, or my bad,
Yeah, I think me being an introvert, I don't talk to a lot of people, so I do think a lot of people think, because I don't talk to people that much anymore. Like, even my man Beta, I ain't talked to him in a minute, looking forward to talking to him. But so, yeah, this is part of that. It's just letting people know I still love them, and I'm just in my cave,
Yeah. Why do you find more solace and comfort in the cave?
Humans, man.
Feel you.
These humans that roam the earth.
You got to live with them.
You love them, you need them, but you just... And then I just have to, but I listen to them.
Yeah.
And I have to, in order to create something that will make the world a better place, I got to be in solitude.
Okay.
So wait, hold on. So do you feel like now that your music is also your interpretation of how you experience just humanity, like at its core?
Mm-hmm. Like you're saying toxic. Maybe I'm looking at like my latest single, one of my latest singles, I'm addressing a problem that's plaguing America, okay? It's a problem that everybody's dealing with in America, and if we don't deal with the elephant in the room now, all's gonna be lost.
And what is that problem?
People using their speakerphone in the grocery store.
I agree.
People using their speakerphone in the liquor store.
I agree. AirPods,
I agree.
headphones.
I agree,
So
bro.
my latest single is attacking that. We filmed it in the grocery store.
I give you another one.
Okay.
The other problem plaguing people in this planet is, yes, first the people with this on the speakerphone, but it's also those motherfuckers that cross the street super slow. In the walking lane. Sure, we're supposed to yield for you, but this is not
And
the
they
fucking
know
catwalk.
it.
This
They
is
know
not.
it.
And they just stroll. They take their time. Nothing's wrong with them. And they see a line of cars trying to turn.
When you see
Those
the
people
world
need to be destroyed.
like we are seeing the world,
Yeah.
you see there's a lot of people who need attention.
Mm-hmm.
And they use all kind of avenues to get this. They're going to walk slow across the street.
Yep.
They're going to talk loud on the cell phone. Are you not getting enough attention?
Yeah.
If that person was getting enough attention, they would walk briskly across the street.
Exactly.
It's all
Exactly.
intertwined.
Yeah. You know what I've done too is when I've been with people, I hate that. When people are on speakerphone or FaceTime talking loud, I just start I start engaging with the conversation. Yeah. I'd be like, damn, that's crazy. Wow. Like I just start engaging. Like obviously you want,
No,
this
I
is a
feel
group
it.
chat.
I like
Obviously
that
this
antidote.
is a group
I
chat.
did not think about that.
Yes.
Nice
Yeah.
antidote.
Yeah, I start engaging.
I
hate
laugh.
that.
But I do my like, I
That's hard.
I get like a little troublemaker too. It's okay. I feel it.
Hey, so I want to put you on the spot real quick.
Yes.
Who are your, and you're probably gonna start some shit with this, so answer carefully.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who are your top 5 Sacramento rappers?
Made a list. Okay. I made
Answer
a
carefully,
list.
because you know.
I've put so much thought in this. I put a lot of thought in this because, a lot of people have their names, but, I'm deep in it. So I got some names. So first I got to give a shout out to Rakim, Professor XE40. We did that. But honorable mention in Sac, I had 10, and there's some that I have to mention, but they didn't make the list. DC Ray, Triple Threat 3, Homicide, Soup Bone, and X-Rated. Those are some lyricists I respect.
Definitely, definitely.
Here's my top 10. Sacramento's top 10 MCs according to First Degree The D.E. Miss Marvelous at 10.
Shout out to Marvelous. I just talked to Marvelous like 2 days ago. Yeah, shout out to
Lucky
Marvelous.
you.
Ran out of
Yeah.
Man, I wish I was social with Miss Marvelous.
I just talked to her 2 days ago.
I own Marvelous's first recorded songs. I'm the only human on earth that owns these tapes. Okay, back at Freeport, Black Rage. She just had, when she was in high school, joined this group, AK, Ace Mac, and I got those albums. So you can hear some of them on History of Sacramento Rap. 9, CML, Lavish D.
Okay.
He's funny to me.
Yeah. Shout out to Lavish D.
Funny to
He's got Kansas City ties too.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's funny to me. Number 8, Sibo.
The
Straight
ball head
killer.
nut. Shout out to
Let's
Bolo.
Tailing in the cut.
Yeah, shout out to Bolo.
Man, like I said in the documentary, man, his name was floating around before he even put music out. He's just one of them dudes.
Yep.
And his lyrics was just
Shout
so
out to Sean
impressive.
Thomas.
I love that dude, man. He was mean to me when I first met him, but that's because I was too needy. It was in Denver. But he's been cool.
Yeah.
Mac J at number 7. You guys know who he is? Okay, he's part of the New Breed.
Okay.
He raps like, but he's tight.
Hold on, Mac J.
Mac
Did he
J.
be with Rated?
No.
Oh, no,
He's
I'm
one
thinking
of
of
the-
McIntyre. Okay.
He's one of the New
Okay.
Breeds.
Yeah.
Okay.
True story.
Okay.
He's tight. You can find his stuff. His name is Mac J. I got him at 7. Number 6, I got Mozzie.
Shout out to Mozzie. Oak Park. Yeah.
That's-
Shout out to Mozzie.
So when he was coming up, the Bee called me, the Sacramento newspaper, and like, what's up with this dude Mozzie? I said, it's his time. They made an article, and that's so I got a little piece of that Mozzie pie too.
Yeah, Mozzie's a dope ass
his
rapper.
lyrics and
Yeah, he's for
I
sure.
love Mozzie. Number 5, Brotha Lynch Hung. The Brotha Lynch, his cadence. Got the best cadence. And that is the producing. I'd have him hire just the baby guts isn't always. I love when he raps about real life. Number 4, this is when we getting deep. Okay, this is when I gotta get deep. Dude named AK the Teflon Don. You ever heard of him? That's why I'm glad. That's why I had to fly to LA. Let folks know, Sac, you got the, but then you got this.
Yeah.
AK is hard. You can hear him on the US rap comp I put out. But he was Sibo and all, they all know about him. He's just aggressive in his lyrics. One of the best. All right, now it's top 3. Number 3, I got BG.
Okay.
Okay. Bounty G Rilla. You guys know BG?
Nah, is he back from '90s or yeah? I remember.
Yes.
I remember. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That's his lyrics. It's just he just flows with the beat, and he's like real. He's like the gorilla of Sac. So it's like, I see these people's real lives, and then I hear them in the booth, and then I put them together.
Right.
You can't just, So he's like a community. Number 2, Sacramento's greatest lyricist of all time. His name is Briss.
Nah, I'm not familiar with him. Yeah.
I'm
Like,
so
I'm y'all.
honored to be bringing this down to LA.
Yeah.
In the Home Court podcast. Briss is the greatest
Really?
Sacramento lyricist.
More lyrical than Rated?
Briss.
Because, I mean, Rated is like,
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying?
Rated is very lyrical.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like his life was like real.
Right.
But Briss, rest in peace, he was murdered a few years back.
Oh, wow. Okay, rest in peace.
But,
Yeah.
man, that was life gone too soon. His raps, you got to look him up. His name is Briss. Need Hammy. That's his lyrics. And then my number 1 lyricist of all time is Sac. Just number 1, dude makes me laugh a little. Dark music and just speaks the truth. Makes music the way I want to hear. His name is First Degree The D.E.
Yes, I did.
But you knew. I mean, because, man, it's just, that's,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
like you had Truck on, shouts out to Truck. He was saying he learned by making music for the people. And like, for me, it's like reverse. I hear the people, but then I just make music for the D.E., man. It's just, I used to, hey, listen to my music and beg people to, I'm done with that, man. I'm just trying to hook up with the influencers from the interwebs and just put music out and just share it. And if you guys like it, you like it.
Yeah.
And
You just
and
find
I
your
like
people.
it.
Find your people. They out there.
And I'm my number 1 people.
Feel that.
So transition a little bit.
Yeah.
So we know you as First Degree The D.E., right? But First Degree The D.E. made his way to Wheel of Fortune. What the hell were you doing on Wheel of Fortune? Because when I saw it, I was like, oh,
Wait, when was
wait,
that?
what the? Yeah, this nigga was on Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. And I was like, is that First Degree?
Oh, you saw it?
That's
saw
such a
it,
side quest.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, I was with my mom, and it was long words, short word, long words, longitude and latitude. My mom said, "Ooh, baby, I gotta get you on this show." So I started applying for some years, and then I just stopped because I was making up fake emails. And then I stopped for 2 years, and then it's a couple, last summer, I just got a random call from this 818 area code. It's Wheel of Fortune. I had to do it. Went down and won it for the town.
You won it.
I did. And
How much did you win with Wheel of Fortune?
it's like 38,000.
Oh, wow. Did you walk
a
with
trip
that?
to the Caribbean.
You got to walk with that?
I did. It took a minute.
Nice. Nice.
And afterwards, there were about 80 articles written all over Northern America, Canada, and the New York Post, The Sun, Fox News about an interaction I had with Pat Sajak. Okay. So backstage, Pat Sajak, once I started feeling myself, because I was on a different game show and I didn't know what to do with my arms. And then that got out my jitters. So then I got on this one and I was ready. I knew what to do with my arms. So I got on there, I was feeling myself, and then Pat brought me backstage and said, this is my show, right? I said, yes, sir, I do. So then the guys in the media caught fire. So all this, The Sun, New York Post. New York Post just wrote another article about it. But
what were they saying about it? Why
Pat Sajak goes berserk on contestant.
Why? What made him say that?
Because I was feeling myself.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was comfortable.
Okay. So the D.E. had arrived.
So Michael had left the building, and the D. So, but I just wanted to say on Holdin Court that Patty Sajak was cool.
Okay.
Cool people.
Okay. So talk about your the documentary that you did. You know, we kind of touched on it, but just to give it context for the people, like what made you want to do that? Like and bring that to the forefront.
If we don't write our history, somebody else will. And they're gonna mess it up. They're gonna have Justin Timberlake playing the D.
Right.
So I had to do it myself. And then I had to, but like I was saying, had to learn, you know, I had to learn. So I started doing research, started interviewing people. And then I just started putting the word out. And that's how Ice-T and just people were interested, Yuck Mouth, SIBO. So it's like you build it, they will come.
That's a fact.
I learned so much about, you know, how Sac started with the rap and the battle rapping, and it was fun to learn.
So, with all of that being said, you know what I want to know?
Yes.
I want to know: do you listen to current music? And what are your thoughts?
That's why it was important for me to get on here and talk about some of the youthful Sac MCs, because you know, the old man, these whippersnappers, but you know, there's talent, you know. And you just got to have an open mind. And that's why I have them on my list. I'm always listening. My website, sacramentorap.com, I'm just trying to like bring attention to what's going on now. You know, I'm not the type of person to be thinking about, like when you scared me when you started rapping and playing zero lyrics and you said, we got to get this on camera. I was like, oh Lord, I don't remember all that.
Oh, you don't remember that?
I don't, man, I have like 650, 700 songs.
I was hoping we could do it on camera.
I know, but you scared me. But I don't be thinking about that, man. I'm thinking about this. I'm always forward. And I'll just do, and just once it's out, I don't even I don't even like listen to, like I listen to it sometimes, but I'm working on it, you know.
Yeah. So
I'm just thinking forward.
Is it new DE material coming out?
My newest album, Trigger and the Wheel of Fortune.
Okay, so what's that title? Break that down.
Trigger is, I wanted to go outside of myself because I'm getting into sync licensing, which is like getting your music in like movies and commercials and video games and stuff. So it's like changing your mentality on it. So like the rules are different, like how you can't say your name. So I wanted an album that I could take each song and present it to the sync world. So I had to follow their rules. And what I did is I was like, how can I do that? But when I went on that Wheel of Fortune Caribbean trip that I won, I became Trigger. He's just like a 25-year-old new, and just because I wanted that new love and new feeling in the album.
Yeah.
So that's Trigger. He's a character, and just Wheel of Fortune because all them articles. It's like when they were writing those articles, I was like, write whatever you want, just put my name in it. So the New York Post, I'm like, New York Post, put my name in it, and they did. So. Yeah. You know how the Google spiders and the algorithms work, so it's like I just fit Wheel of Fortune, so those articles, and it's just
dope.
But it has some good music on it. It's like different. It's singing. It's like a fuse, R&B fuse and rap album.
Okay,
it's different.
I'm gonna have to check that out because I liked your singing.
Okay, thanks. This is a lot of singing on it. The most singing I've ever done by far. It's probably like 5 or 6 singing songs.
Yeah. And I see you like to sing in different octaves too and do harmonies and different things like that.
Kind of like a dark.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you got something else?
Oh, no. I was looking at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen, DE, man, I know you got to because you got a flight to catch.
Oh, I flew out to LA just to hold court.
Yeah, but man, listen, I just want to be able to give you your flowers, bro. Thank you for coming.
I never had flowers.
Yeah.
I thought I was allergic. So I really appreciate this.
And I know you don't, and I don't take this lightly because I know you don't do media, and this isn't your space in your world. It's not, so I appreciate you stepping outside of your comfort zone to come give not only me as a fan and my daughter as a fan, but the fans, a little glimpse into, your world.
Well, I think that was just from watching Holdin Court all these times, and just Barnes and Ice-T.
Yeah.
Bone Thugs, Marvelous, X-Ray, and it was just like, this is where it is.
I appreciate that.
I'm ready to come out of my shell and be social. And I think it was just watching. It's something about the Matt Barnes one.
Yeah.
I was just like, I gotta be social.
Yeah.
Court is he's doing it, and he's social. I just got white. He's happy.
Yeah.
And so I came out.
And listen, this is the thing, because I know this was a big step for you. You know what I mean? But this is the first of many. So you're always welcome, right? So even if whenever you say, Court, I got something I want to talk about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Potions and
I'm on my way.
yes.
Come on, you know, you can come. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, like I got this new thing.
Right.
Because now the ice has been broken. Now
Exactly.
glass of ice water.
You can
Exactly.
consider us the laboratory.
Exactly. Just like you said in one song, this is what we gonna do. You know what I mean?
All right, let me make a boom, because I've been spending a lot of thought on this interview.
Yeah, make sure you get your points.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit Radio was something to do. It's an online radio station. I actually DJ from my phone.
Okay.
Like going to work sometimes, just because I got like a home studio on my phone.
Nice.
So tune in to that. But it's all on SacramentoRap.com. But yeah, everything on this list, I appreciate, man.
Yeah, for sure. Even more than that. We even went more than that. Yeah, your list wasn't, I had to add to that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
It's like, it was like therapeutic.
Yeah,
It's
for
like,
sure.
Like I was saying, I never really hear, like I just put it on, I don't even like read comments.
Yeah.
I just put stuff out. But so triggers, I also want to give a shout out to the Sac Report. It's the JDK as a magazine. The Sac is like, it's just like grassroots. So I'm gonna be on the cover of that.
Nice.
It's my first magazine cover.
Nice.
Working on that. So shout out to the Sac Report, and shout out to everyone who's bumping this Sacramento rap.
Yeah.
It was then, but it's now too.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be the future too. So just stick with us.
Hey, I want to give you a shout out too and tell you I appreciate it, because he gave me love in a song. He put my name in the song. Yeah, he gave me a shout out in a song. I apprate that. Yeah.
I appreciate you, man.
Somebody told me about it.
But I thought I had messaged you. Maybe you didn't get. But
I heard it from someone else.
Okay,
Somebody told me. It was like, First Degree was talking about you on the song. I was like, really?
Right.
And so I was honored. I was flattered,
man,
brother.
Court.
I appreciate
You
that.
the man.
I appreciate. No, you the man.
I've been in the gym 2 weeks, so I didn't look scrawny in this video. You the man. I've been
2
in the
weeks?
gym with torture. It's 1, 2, 1, 2. Work on these shoulders. You the man.
Yeah, I
You
appreciate
in the
it.
Gym.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. So yeah, man, listen, you're welcome here anytime,
Thank
brother.
you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate what you have contributed to the culture, not only Sacramento music, but just hip hop as a whole. And listen, we appreciate you. You'll see, watch the fans when they tap in, you're gonna be like, damn.
I'm gonna read these
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna
Yes.
tell
I'ma
you,
read
like,
these
D.E.,
comments.
I'm gonna text you and say, man, go look at the comments.
I'ma
Go
read
get your
these
flowers.
comments.
Go get your flowers, bruh.
So folks, comment. I'm gonna read the comments. I usually don't even read comments, so I'm gonna read these comments.
Yeah. So listen, man, I appreciate you. I'm gonna let you get out of here, man.
you.
So that's another one. Big Court, Holdin Court podcast, my beautiful daughter, Rachel Renee, and the legendary First Degree The D.E, Planet Zero, the Big Black Bat. And we out of here. Salute.